What is up, guys? It's the John Gasm coming at you today with another episode of Secrets of Cinema. It is in this series where I discuss with you guys some little known trivia about your favorite movies. The movie we are going to be talking about today is the highest grossing movie of 1995, You Are Not a Toy. I'm sorry, did I say You Are Not a Toy? I meant Toy Story. You Are Not a Toy was actually the original name for the movie. Do you see what I did there? Something that I thought was pretty interesting when I read it was not only was Toy Story not always called Toy Story, it originally had a completely different plot. Originally, the main character of the movie was going to be Tinny, the main character from the little Pixar short Tin Toy. You know how when you go to the theater and Pixar usually has that little short mini movie right before the big movie? For example, I remember, I think it was Bug's Life, the little short clip they played was a guy playing chess against himself. Well, Tin Toy was one of those skits. The original plot of the movie was that Tinny was going to get lost on a family vacation with his owner, and he was eventually going to meet up with a sarcastic ventriloquist doll in search of a new home. Eventually, though, the character of Tinny was replaced with a new toy called Lunar Larry, which eventually became Buzz Lightyear. And at the same time, the dummy was given a new identity as a cowboy, which eventually became Woody. One thing that I've always remembered about Toy Story is how long the opening credits of the movie were. Do you remember, like, Andy was playing with Woody, it was his birthday, whatever, he put him on, like, a chair, and then he catapulted him up with a footrest, a bunch of crazy kid stuff going on like that? The song You've Got a Friend in Me was also playing. Well, actually, Toy Story is the only Pixar movie ever made to have a full opening credits sequence. Now, here are two trivia bits about Buzz Lightyear that I thought were super interesting. Bill Murray was actually the first person to be considered for the role of Buzz Lightyear. However, when they decided he wasn't a good fit, Pixar decided to offer the role to Billy Crystal, who turned it down. Billy Crystal actually went on to say that it was the biggest mistake of his movie career. And during the making of Monsters, Inc., John Lasseter found out Billy Crystal's feelings about rejecting the role of Buzz Lightyear, and he offered him the role of Mike Wazowski. Also, do you remember how Bo Peep was Woody's love interest in the movie? She was really the only toy when the toys all turned against him that still believed he was a good guy. Well, originally, the role of Bo Peep was going to be Barbie. However, Mattel, the company that makes Barbie, said that they really didn't want her to be in the movie, despite her already being in the script. The issues were that they didn't want Barbie to have a set personality on TV because they wanted little girls who played with Barbie to develop their own personality for her. Also, they thought the movie was going to be a huge failure, and they didn't want their brand associated with that. However, it obviously wasn't, and when Toy Story 2 came around, Mattel willingly let Pixar use Barbie in the script. One thing that I always thought was kind of funny was how stiff Barbie and Ken's walks were in Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3. And I always felt that the animation team did a really good job capturing the movements for the toys appropriately. And actually, the way the animation team got the movements right for the army men was by gluing their sneakers to planks of wood and trying to walk around with them on. So that's kind of funny. Something that you guys probably didn't know was that Jim Hanks, Tom Hanks' brother, was the one who provided the voice for the Toy Story action figures that came out after the movie. And do you guys remember when I talked in my other Pixar-related Secrets of Cinema episodes about that alphanumeric combination A113? Well, A113 makes an appearance in this movie as well in the form of Andy's mom's license plate. Something that I thought was super interesting about the movie, and it's something that I really never noticed at all. At the time the film was made, some 3D effects were way too hard for the animation team to generate. One of which was long hair. Apparently they couldn't get the texturing right and they couldn't get the movements of the hair right, so as a solution they gave Andy short hair, they gave his little sister short hair, they gave Sid short hair. They don't even show Sid's sister's head, I don't think. And Andy's mom's head, whenever it's shown, is in a tightly packed bun. So that way they got out of actually having to make any hair move. And say, have you ever wondered why Buzz Lightyear's colors were green, purple, and white? Me neither, but there is actually a fun fact behind that too. The reason for this is because the director, John Lasseter's favorite color was green, his wife's favorite color was purple, and he wanted the spacesuit to kind of mimic the big white spacesuits that astronauts wore in space. So, green, purple, and white. I got two more fun facts for you and then I'll let you go. Something really small, the carpet design of Sid's house is actually designed to look like the carpet in the Overlook Hotel from The Shining. I think that fun fact has actually been put on Reddit before and then stolen by Tumblr and then stolen by Twitter and then stolen by Facebook. So I'm pretty sure it's well known, but I still thought it was pretty cool. And the last fact I've got for you guys is what Andy's last name is. Despite it never being said in the film, his last name is Davis. The reason that we know this after watching Toy Story 1 is because the voice actress who played his mom was credited in the credits for having played Mrs. Davis. And also his name is confirmed to be Davis in Toy Story 3. And that's it. That's all I've got for you guys today. As I always tell you guys, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Rate so I know what you thought of the video. Comment any suggestions for future episodes of Secrets of Cinema. And subscribe if you want to be notified anytime I make one of these episodes or a conspiracy theory. I make one of each every single week. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And when you're done with everything I just talked about, if you want to follow me on Twitter or maybe Instagram or like my Facebook fan page, those are really good ways to connect with me between videos. You can also message me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and I always try to respond if I can. So go ahead and do that if you want to. If not, Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay beautiful, stay awesome, and stay fresh.